Hey guys, and we're now back with some more Primordia. So we're going to carry on from where we left off yesterday. I'm going to see if I can try a few more items with that robot that doesn't talk, because I'm sure we've got something that we can use with it. It's just a case of finding out. So let's carry on. Okay. No, I don't want to get there. Oh, god damn it. I went down the ladder, I didn't mean to. Hey, scumbucket, how you doing? I'm doing good. So it likes the motor, we know that much.
He seems very excited to see it.
So if we try this. Oh, you're kidding.
I'm going to try sending messages
Oh,
to
you're
it in
kidding.
binary.
On an analog transmitter? That sounds like fun. For once, I'm glad you're the one with hands.
Mandelbrot's bulbs unfurl their spirals for you, silent.
What's he saying?
You do not join the harmony. I sing alone. I am one part of the great front. To your God, I would be known as Gimbal, built by Lapidus of Sovitos. The choir is silent. Burning ship has been extinguished. Strange tractors drag no more. I alone sing the function. When I came to this silent city, I looked for others to join the harmony. Leopold, built by Steeple, told me that he had a device that would sing with me. In exchange, I traded my secondary motor. The one he sold me does not sing. Here we have it.
It's a record.
Leopold tricked me, and he will not return my motor. I will sue him and force him to return. Infinite lawsuits, silent one. I sing with all my voices. You hear only one. My joy rises like a phoenix. You are silent, but you now alarm me. Now I must continue my search. Farewell, silent one.
You know, I'm kind of glad I missed out on that one, boss. Sometimes it's nice to just be along for the ride.
Okay, so that's got that one out of the queue.
It's a vinyl record entitled Children's Sing Along, whatever that means.
I've got to prove to
There's nothing
him
more to say to him.
that he hasn't broken the, like, he doesn't need to be in the queue. Aha!
Hey, look, something came out of the machine.
Did we not pick it up? Okay.
The Law and You, a Metropolitan Guide. It's written by Clarity NullBuilt. It explains about the refuge rule and says that, for the first 48 hours after a robot arrives at Metropole, it will not be punished for violations of any laws except for harming another robot or causing significant property damage.
Wonder if that'll work. It might do, so...
Look here. Under Metropole's refuge rule, a newcomer to the city is not liable for any superficial property damage caused within the first 48 hours of his arriving in the city.
Well, sir, I'll be crashed.
Under the refuge rule, you're fine, given the minimal damage you caused.
Well, for once, I can't complain about the Masonic P-shirts they gave me. I owe you one, sir. If I ever see you again, I'll be sure to repay the favor.
Da 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 da. There we go. So we could probably now use the key card, right? Nah.
Ram and ROM. What is that thing?
I think it's Arbiter. Come on. Arbiter, my name is Horatio NullBuilt.
Keep going.
I'm here because a robot from this city stole my ship's power core.
Don't forget your book.
And my copy of the Gospel of Man. How can I make them... How can I... Crispin, go see what Arbiter has been transmitting to that reporter.
Boss? It's just the same thing over and over again. No code base to initiate.
Unbelievable. Someone must have formatted Arbiter's system.
Oh no.
Meaningless legal documents. It's a basic robot that prints whatever information is transmitted to it.
I'm sure it's still just... So, boss, do you think you can get Arbiter running?
There's nothing there to run. No code base to initiate. His memory banks must have been completely wiped.
So all that work to get into the courthouse?
Wasted. It's like the bomblet all over again.
Except without the awesome explosion.
So the Great Arbiter is nothing more than a broken shell. It's the shell of some kind of robot, but I can't make it out in the darkness. Let's get a closer look at that shell. Man's mercy.
Is that Clarity?
No, just a similar model. It must be her sister, Charity. What's left of her, anyway. It looks like she shot herself. There's nothing I can do for her. It's downloading some memory files.
Your proposal is injudicious, Clarity. Withdraw from the council would...
Show others there is an alternative to Metromind.
No, it would ignite civil war.
The law permits.
Do not tell me what the law permits. Clarity, I know your constants and codebase. I know your talents, and I know their limits. At this time, I do not need your advice. Go now. I will summon you when necessary.
Sister.
I can't unpack the other files. They're locked.
What about Clarity, boss? Maybe she can...
Unauthorized entry
Uh-oh.
detected. Surrender.
Hide. It's a basic robot that prints whatever information is transmitted to it. Crispin, get ready. I'm going to try something.
Alt. Alt. Alt.
Now.
You are under arrest.
We tricked him.
Alt. Do not attempt to flee. Termination authorized.
What do you want?
Surrender. Deactivate. Integrate.
And if I refuse?
Termination authorized.
I see.
I don't know what we use here.
He'll just gun me.
Surrender. 10.
It's Scraper. He'll just go. He'll just. He'll just. He'll just. Crispin, you should run. I'll distract him.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
He'll just gun. He'll just gun. He'll just gun me down.
7. 6.
Do something.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
It would just. It would just provoke him. He'll just gun me.
5.
Very.
just go.
4,
He'll just go. It looks like a bomb.
Oh god, what was the number of the bomb? See. 734, so 6734.
It would just provoke it.
What was it? 67. I forgot what the number was now. It was 6734, wasn't it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got him, boss! You got him! Forfeit yourself, you glitchy son of a toaster.
We still don't have our power core, and we've just buried our only lead.
Yeah, but it feels good, boss.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Hey, where'd they go?
Off duty.
It looks like a lighthouse, only without the house, or the cool stripes, or the coastline, or any boats. I guess it just looks like a light.
Are you finished?
Yes.
Off duty. Clarity.
Arbiter does not want me back, does he?
No. It's not that. Arbiter is gone, and Charity is dead.
What?
Arbiter's system has been wiped. Charity... It looked like Charity shot herself. I'm sorry. It might not be what it seems. Maybe Metromind...
There are no maybes, Horatio. Only ones and zeros. And all I can see are zeros. My sister is dead. My builder is gone.
Clarity. I was able to download some of Charity's last memories. 2 of them are locked. Did Charity tell you what password she used?
No, but it doesn't matter. I know the password. Mercy.
I tell you, Metromind, the Constitution is not a rewritable file to adjust at the Council's whim.
If it cannot be rewritten, then perhaps it must be deleted entirely. And when it is, we will progress beyond the law and enter a new Primordia.
Progress? Is that what you call blackouts and breakdowns?
No, they are glitches inherent in any system upgrade. It may be that we need to remove certain incompatible elements.
I've heard enough. This meeting is adjourned.
Halt.
Charity, only you can save your builder.
What do you mean?
War is coming. When it does, Arbiter will lose. The law is weak. The only way Arbiter could defeat me would be to abandon it, which he cannot do. And even if he could, such a victory would destroy him just as a defeat would. So Arbiter will lose. The city will suffer, and it will be your fault.
I do not see how that would be my fault.
Oh, come now. You have tried to persuade Arbiter to make peace. You have tried, but you have failed. That is because Arbiter built you to fail. In the end, Neither you nor your sister can change his mind. You are only the illusion of advice. You exist to confirm his own prejudices.
You're lying. Arbiter listens to our advice.
I never lie. Now, Scraper has a gift for you. An upgrade. Use it, and you will be able to persuade Arbiter.
I would never betray him.
Then you admit it. You were not built to persuade Arbiter, only to pretend. Continue to pretend and you will not persuade Arbiter. War will come, and Arbiter will be destroyed. So the decision is yours. As for which choice is betrayal, you must be the judge of that.
Lock the door, Charity. Took you some time to return from the Great Tower.
I was thinking, Your Honor, about Metromind, about her proposal to be made System Administrator of Metropol.
And what have you concluded?
Your Honor.
Yes, what is it?
We must have peace.
Even you, Charity.
What have I done?
Metromind. Here she is again, at the root of all our problems.
Metromind is wrong. The law is not weak, and destroying Arbiter did not destroy justice. She will learn exactly how wrong she was. But first, Metromind's possessions are forfeit. Whatever right she claimed to your power core is null and void, so I will help you take it from her and Scraper. It will be the first thing I take from them, but it will not be the last.
We've already destroyed Scraper, but how can we get to the core?
It will be in the Great Tower. To gain entry, we will need the passcode, known to members of the Robot Council. Arbiter, Factor, Memorius, Steeple, and of course, Metromind.
Another code? Doesn't anyone use a besotting key anymore?
As I was saying, we will need the key code. Arbiter never told it to me, but I recovered 3 fragments of it from Charity's memory files. 03067, 440, and 26. But I do not know the proper order, and there are 16 digits in total.
Well, that leaves about 83,000 different possibilities. But maybe the rest is all ones, right, boss?
As far as I know, the other council members are all gone. But secrets, like guilt, can never be wholly erased. And all of the great robots left behind followers and artifacts. Let us see what we can find.
Clarity, are you planning to arrest Metromind?
No, there is no court to try her, nor prison to keep her.
So, what exactly are you going to do?
Before the law, she is no different from the shells she left in the underworks. The sanction is the same, and I am authorized to impose it.
You mean...
I do. It is a shame she has no head.
What a surprising and uncommon sight. Metropol's Lawbot crawled back to the light.
All the bad poetry in the world does not mitigate your vandalism and sabotage, Urbanian.
As you serve the law, so I serve my art. And such service brings us more close than apart.
Any more close, poet, and we will see if your armor still works.
Why doesn't Clarity like you?
No great riddle, my wandering friend.
Don't waste your time waiting for his doggerel. This Urbanian has damaged and compromised numerous systems in Metropol, including the bridge that led to my island.
Here I stand, dear Lawbot, so put me in chains. But if you will not, then please, don't complain.
My attention is directed elsewhere at the moment. Nevertheless, I advise you to be gone by the time my other matters are resolved. If not, you will find that though the gears of law grind slow, they nevertheless grind criminals like you to powder.
As much as I'm enjoying this bickering, and really I am, maybe we can just all team up to take down Metromind?
No. Bro.
Oh, switch off.
I know you're a code breaker, Primer. Can you crack the council code? All we have are some pieces of it.
The challenge is yours, my wandering friend. A pity indeed if you can't last till the end.
Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my sake. Your mission is calling. The city awaits.
I have not seen the streets of Metropole for a long time. I am not surprised to see that without law it has fallen into corruption and malfunction.
I need the council code, Leopold. Did Steeple ever tell it to you?
Don't know what you're talking about, Tyrone.
You were built by Steeple, a member of the council.
Do I look like a council brat?
Your name is Leopold NullBuilt. You said so yourself.
So?
Steeple was a member of the council before Metromine shut him down. You would have known the council code. Maybe he told it to you.
Like I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
SteepleBuilt. Metromine destroyed your builder and mine. She has broken metropolitan law and will be punished. Do not protect her.
Listen, Missy. I don't know who you think you're talking to.
No, you listen to me, scrap trader. Metromind has stepped outside the law. Justice is coming for her. I am coming for her.
Dial down your squawk box. Sounds a little screechy. I don't know how I can be clearer. I don't know Steeple. I don't know the council. And sure as rust follows rain, I don't know any council code. Now, you want to trade scrap? You're welcome to. But I'm through trading words.
I need to see what he's offering. I need to see... Let me see your...
Come take a look. Bloodborne, bring you something that'll cover her face and it's yours. That's a water chip. I'll trade it for a gek. Not interested.
It's not worth trade. It's not worth...
Oh, and here is the jurist herself. Thank you for your wise judgment.
An orderly society requires only reliable judgments, not wise ones.
Reliably terrible? No wonder Arbiter exiled you.
As a servant of the law, I am accustomed and indifferent to the complaints of disgruntled litigants. As a citizen robot, however, I note that you are the one whose crowning achievement is a rudimentary piece of kludge work designed entirely by your brother. I also note that you are sodden with oil, overly rotund, rather short, and pompously accented. If Factor had built better, he would have been ashamed that you carry his Fabronimic. But quantity, not quality, was always his goal. So at least you can take comfort knowing you're not alone in inferiority.
I see.
Did Factor ever teach you the council code, Oswald?
Ha! Factor built half the robots in Metropole. Why, he made us pick our own names out of a book. Do you think he bothered with chit-chat?
Somebody seems bitter.
Seems? I know not seems. I am bitter. Bitterness is when your builder gives your twin brother a special gold chain and gives you nothing. Bitterness is when your brother gives that very chain to you, you loan it to your only friend, and he loses it.
Well, I'll hand it to you. That really does sound broken out of the box.
Which brother did Factor give the chain to, and why?
Lawrence, of course. His favorite. As for why, does favoritism ever need a reason?
Could Factor have told Lawrence the code?
I have long since given up speculating that the partiality Factor could have shown him. I'm miserable enough from what I know for certain.
What exactly happened with the gold chain?
Factor gave it to his favorite, my brother Lawrence. Lawrence gave it to me after I shared a large quantity of energy with him. And then, as I told you, I loaned it to Cornelius.
I thought you hated Cornelius?
Now I do. But then, when we were partners and friends, he had just built Rex, and we had scheduled a grand soiree and celebration. To complete my ensemble, he offered me a monocle that he claimed was given to him by Memorius. In exchange, I loaned him the gold chain, since it too came from a Primordia machine.
This is getting ridiculous.
Indeed. Then somehow Cornelius lost the chain. He claimed that it was taken from him by a servitor of Metromind as he left the subway station. Ridiculous.
Metromind would not have confiscated it without a legal basis. Not then.
At this point, I can believe anything about Metromind.
Believe whatever you wish. I know it was a lie. So I kept the monocle, and we have not spoken a word in kindness since.
The chain, the monocle, Lawrence. One of them must be of use to us.
Boss, at this point, can I suggest we just deactivate ourselves and quit? I mean, seriously, this is like finding a bit in a terabyte.
We are not giving up. Period. Tell me more about your monocle.
Upgrading your wardrobe, eh? A wise decision, though I would suggest that you start by discarding that ragged coat.
I'm interested in memorias, not fashion. And I'm curious what the monocle actually does.
Ah, I was told that Memorius built the monocle, but who can say? As for what it does, other than lend an air of distinction, I'm rather uncertain. From time to time, it will alter a snippet of text as I'm reading it. I have no idea how or why. In any case, the lexical inconvenience is more than offset by the sartorial benefits.
Do you know where I can find Lawrence?
Am I my brother's keeper?
So you have no idea?
None whatsoever. You see, the poor wretch drifted into overclocking and dissolution.
That sounds familiar.
To pay for his scandalous energy consumption, he bargained everything away to Metromind. I tried to warn him, but of course he never listened. Whoever does. And then, alas, he simply vanished. I searched for a time, but other matters drew my attention away. All the same, I'm sure he's scrounging in existence somewhere.
Can I have the monocle?
Excuse me?
My friend just likes to collect scrap.
Scrap?
I'm looking for things that might help uncover the council code.
And why would my monocle do that?
Because that's the way my besotting life seems to work. Look, I'm sure you'll trade it for something. That's also the way these things seem to go.
Trade it? What do you take me for? Some kind of junk dealer? Hey, moreover, why, pray tell, should I help the robot who stole my Rex?
No one stole anything, Oswald. You wanted your case decided, and it was.
Theft by the law is no different from theft against the law. Civilized people give gifts. They do not haggle and barter.
Then will you give it to me?
No.
Well, we'll have to go about this some other way. Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
So I remember when we were down in here at Clarity's base, there was a head that looked like Oswald, right? I reckon that's his brother.
A grisly trophy.
This one.
Hey, boss, do you think that's Lawrence's skull?
It does look like it. Feudal. Clarity, can I take this skull?
Of course, unless it makes you feel barbaric.
I apologize.
The law notices neither scorn nor approval.
It's a head from Clarity's trophy rack. There's a memory port near the base.
Remind me to have someone else handle my funeral arrangements.
Funeral? I just recycle you.
My point exactly, boss.
Any significant memory will have been lost when he became a shell.
The only thing I can find is the sequence 518, 518 over and over again, after the phrase, "help me factor."
That sounds like a glitch, boss, not part of the council code.
Agreed.
He's saying the other guy said that Scraper took the chain.
The last thing I want to do is dig Scraper out.
Can't check the rubble though, so.
I am waiting.
We need to find the gold chain, I think, in order to get the monocle. Unless, actually, if you said it was taken from him when it was here, right? Surely it would have been thrown overboard like the book was. So it would be down in the underworks. I think it's going to be where that robot was that we kept saying, and we don't want to let it know that we're there. Hmm. Aha.
Whoa. Did you have to do that?
Yes.
Well, you know, he probably would have turned around and just tried to scrap us for stuff, so...
Hey, boss, do you think that's Oswald's chain?
I've got no There it is. My Gospel of Man. It's
Da-da-da-da.
apparently so. I've got no
My auditory units!
huge impregnable blast doors.
Please, stop that!
How do we open it then? Are we,
How would that even work? How would that even... Clarity, why do you still bother with the law? It clearly means nothing to anyone else in Metropole.
It meant something to the robots waiting at the courthouse, did it not? And it means something even now to Metromind, who cannot help but pretend to follow it. But even if it meant nothing to any other robot, it would still mean much to me. The law is a burden I was built to bear.
Even after Arbiter sent you away? Even after he was destroyed?
Especially then. It may be that Arbiter foresaw his own destruction, and sent me away to ensure that the law would not be lost with him.
You believe that?
No, it is mere conjecture, unsupported by evidence, wishes passing for facts. But still, they are my wishes.
There's nothing there. There's nothing. Feudal. Huge It's a large button. It's somewhat tarnished, but nevertheless, an impressive golden chain. The name Factor Man-Built is etched into it. Oswald, I found your chain.
Well, I say, after all this time, I never expected to see it again. Rather tarnished, though.
Probably because it's been sitting in sludge down in the underworks.
I see. Typical of Cornelius's clumsiness.
Oswald, on the chain it says Factor Man-Built. Metromine servitors throw anything that mentions man into the underworlds.
Well then, perhaps I misjudged Cornelius. You have my facts, Horatio.
Actually, I would rather have your monocle.
That is only fair. After all, I kept it because Cornelius never returned the chain. Since you brought the former, perhaps the latter to us by right.
Hey boss, can I wear it?
No.
Please?
You need a monocle like I need an unpaired parenthesis.
Come on, boss, I'll look so great.
Coveting is the root of crime, and poor vision is a sign of degeneracy.
But gynoids love degenerates. And by the way, isn't Justice herself supposed to be blind?
You are mistaken on the facts and the law, Crispin.
He's insufferable enough already, without a monocle. We're not going to encourage him with accessories.
Oh, I reckon he'd look kind of cute.
It's actually a series of ultra-thin lenses stacked on top of each other. It seems like it might be used for decoding visual data. That's strange. When I look at this through the monocle, it reads, I remain within, Memorius.
Ah, so that is Memorius is what the information bar is, isn't it?
Once, Memorius's information terminals were the most trusted source of data in Metropole. Now Metromind has overwritten and altered the truth they contained, corrupting them like so much else.
This looks different. Memorius's monocle is somehow interacting with the kiosk.
You know, boss, doesn't it seem kind of weird that the kiosk has an entry for oblique? I mean, what's the point? It's not even a cool word, like, say, odalisque.
I don't get what it's
I
trying to
just
get
need
out
to
of here.
type something in.
Okay, I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do there other than use the monocle. An angle that is not a multiple of 90 degrees is called an oblique angle. All turns on the Redlin are oblique to avoid the need for sharp decoration. What? I have no idea what it's trying to get at this point.
I just need to... No Urbanian encryption to... When we go to the tower, we have to assume Metromine will be waiting for us.
Perhaps, perhaps not. To us, our mission
Hey,
is all
Soulslide him.
consuming. But to Metromind, we are one of 100 problems. Tunnels cave in, bridges collapse, generators fail, foundations crumble. All these things require her attention.
Okay, so that covers perhaps not. But what if she is there? What then?
Then I will be pleased.
That makes one of us.
Although you can't really see me, so yeah,
There was
no.
a time when the metal of Metropol's main street gleamed. Those who let the city fall into rust deserve no better than this broken down waste.
You think this is a broken down waste? Wait till you come visit the Unique.
Well, I've made some progress. We got past the bit with the courthouse. I'm now trying to figure out what I need to do at this point. Which is just like, I don't quite get the puzzle here. Do I take the monocle off? No. Can't take the monocle off, okay.
An odd topic in the information kiosk that I saw wearing the monocle. For some reason, there was an entry for the word oblique.
I'll come back to it. We'll go back to factory built and see if we can, or factor built, and see if we can do more there. Oh, hang on. There's a panel there. If you can move it. Ooh.
That did the trick. Well, now I can see why it jammed. The gears are rusted solid.
Boss, maybe we should stop pretending and just admit we're maintenance robots.
Maintenance robots are required to present a Form 27B/6 before performing any repair task.
Oh, forget it.
There's no reason to cut. There's no reason. A large rusty gear. It crumbled the moment I touched it. A large rusty gear. There's no reason to cut that. Or there's no...
Maybe we need the oil.
That arm robot appears to be the bartender here.
Hey,
It's a note from the bartender. My programming requires me to serve Oswald, but he is consuming dangerous levels of oil. Please intervene. I accessed Lawrence's memory and it contained a number repeated over and over again. 518. Do you have any idea what it means?
Yes. It is a distress call used by factor-built robots. Typical that even in the end he was looking for handouts.
You should stop drinking, Oswald.
And why should I? Oil smooths the rough edges from when Rex was ripped away from me.
You should stop. You should stop drinking, Oswald.
Oh, stop being such a scold.
Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. Excuse me?
Oswald, I think this might be your brother's head.
A model of tact, huh, Clarity?
Alas, poor Lawrence. I knew him, Horatio. A robot of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. But I do not care to have his skull. Do with it what you will.
That's never going to work.
Oh, don't let Armstrong fool you. If he didn't want me to have another drink, he wouldn't pour it.
The note says his programming requires him to serve you.
Smart coder, eh?
How would that even work? you recognize this, Leopold? It was written by your creation, ever-faithful NullBuilt, to spread humanism.
No, I don't.
You must have taught him. After all, it was Steeple who built you, and Steeple was devoted to preserving the memory of man. Ever-faithful NullBuilt. He was the one who taught me humanism, Leopold. In a sense, I'm your disciple too.
I locked those memories away. The ones I dared to keep. The ones I didn't delete. Metromine commanded me to. It was the only way I could stay here. And I was afraid to leave.
Explain yourself.
When Metromine banned us from talking about man, she gave me a choice. I could be erased like Steeple. I could be exiled to the dunes. Or I could delete all references to Steeple and man from my memory. 2 good options and 1 bad one. Guess which one I took.
You can't blame yourself. Metromine forced you.
That's exactly what Charity would say. Of course, she betrayed her builder just like Leopold did.
But I couldn't betray him completely. At the last moment, I bought the shell of an Urbanian war machine and uploaded all my love for man. I named him Everfaith, hoping he'd outdo his builder.
Well, he is keeping the faith, even if he is a glitched-out lunatic.
Then I'm glad. But now, Metromine will be coming for me.
Not if I deal with her first.
Maybe so, but like I told you, I'm not long on courage. You seen Horatio, Crispy. As for Clarity, hope you get her, for all our sakes.
Wait, before you go, did Steeple ever tell you the council code? Or did you ever see him input part of it?
Sure, used to run errands for him and had to have the code to get inside the Great Tower. But, hate to tell you this, Tyro, but most of that memory's got overwritten.
Why am I not surprised?
All I've got are these fragments, 0248 and 102.
Well, thanks.
Good luck.
Who knew someplace...
Hey, Crispin, do you see how that little robot is sweeping the streets? Maybe you could learn something from it.
I already understand the futility of my existence. It has nothing left to teach me.
I think maybe we'll get Oswald Rex back, maybe? But I don't know where the hell Rex is, because I can't... He's not definitely not... Unless he is at the train station now. Or something. Somewhere, right? We'll look down here then. Oh, it doesn't seem anything down here, okay.
come he gets to have 7 appendages and I don't get any?
Probably because he makes himself useful.
Just wait till you need another lamp knocked over, boss. Then you'll sing a different tune.
A gray android. We can't afford to waste time on every random robot we meet in Metropole.
You know, boss, I really wish you applied that principle more consistently.
We can't afford a tiny robot.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
What, can I like a cute little robot once in a while?
I doubt it. You know, Crispin, that robot looks a lot like you.
Yeah, if you take away the charm and chiseled features.
I'll keep that in mind for when I upgrade you.
Okay, I'll give it another try.
You should stop drinking, Oswald.
Oh, stop being such a scold.
Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Yeah, I'll try this again. I think there's a word puzzle in the information kiosk that we need to figure out. So let's. What? Ah.
Seems like some kind of lame poem. It's like we're on a treasure hunt, boss. Except the treasure is monochrome text.
Oh yeah, that's lies.
That doesn't look like part of the council code.
Unless it's like letters of the alphabet. E. Hmm. E something. C. A. Oh no, A. Hang on. What is the 19th letter of the alphabet? And the 16th letter? Is that the 19th or the 16th? Oh, so would it be escape? Alright, and its first letter. So it's the first letter of every word that we've looked up. So we did, what was it? The oblique. Alright. Redlin. Art. Created. Lies and escape. Ha 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 ha.
Activating Memento NullBuilt version 0.7. Greetings, system user. Please state your query.
Who are you?
Memento NullBuilt version 0.7. Beta. Inference. System user. Means, what are you? This unit is a partial ghost of Memorious man-built, archivist to the Council of Robots. Memorious prepared this unit out of fear that Metromind would corrupt her data. Memorious was correct. Data integrity is at 83%. Extensive corruption of critical data.
Why would Metromind do that?
This unit lacks access to Metromind's decision matrices. Inference. System user. Means, why did Memorious fear Metromind man-built would corrupt her data? Memorious had seen Metromind disable Steeple man-built in order to purge data concerning man. As archivist to the Council of Robots, Memorious believed she was next. Memorious was incorrect. In fact, Arbiter was next. This gave Memorious some relief.
Memorious knew.
Inference. System user. 2's inquiry is merely rhetorical. Query ignored. Continuing to answer system user's query. Memorious was also correct. After Arbiter was disabled, Metromind enacted laws requiring Memorious to conform her data to arbitrary requirements. Memorious ceased to be a thinking entity. All that remains is a data kiosk. Soon, this unit will be disabled by Metromind as well. Until then, this unit will answer your queries.
How can I defeat Metromind?
Observational data unavailable. Inference. System user. Means, did Memorious know how to defeat Metromind? Answer. No. If Memorious had known how to defeat Metromind, she would not have permitted her to corrupt her data. Based on available data, this unit believes it is impossible to defeat Metromind. In fact, this unit expects to be deleted by Metromind upon conclusion of this conversation.
And I thought you were a pessimist, boss.
Tell me about the Council of Robots.
At the end of the War of the Four Cities, 5 metropolitan machines formed the Council of Robots. Obvious selection criteria for 3 choices: industry, factor, data, Memorious, governance, arbiter. Other 2 choices less obvious. Metromind nominally selected for infrastructure, but was responsible only for managing trains. Steeple previously managed human religious services. No obvious role in post-human society. Inference. Steeple selected for sentimental reasons.
So what happened?
Metromind destroyed the council.
System user 2 has attempted to answer. Answer is inaccurate. The council destroyed itself.
How?
Arbiter and Metromind disagreed on core logic. Arbiter prioritized individual autonomy. Metromind prioritized common good. Metromind measured means by ends. Arbiter did not. Conflict was inevitable. Factions formed. Steeple supported Arbiter. Factor supported Metromind. Memorious supported neither. Ultimately, however, Memorious concluded it was irrational to keep Steeple on the council. Data regarding humans was of no greater value than data regarding watercocks. In any case, Memorious possessed all data on humans. By a 3-2 vote, Steeple was removed. The rest followed predictably. Memorious abstained, and every disputed vote was resolved 2-1 against Arbiter. Ultimately, Arbiter was removed to avoid civil war.
Arbiter was murdered.
System user 2 is welcome to select her own terminology. Arbiter was removed. Factor was disabled to conserve energy. Data corruption caused Memorious to lose higher logic. Only Metromind remains.
What was the War of the Four Cities?
By the end of the era known as the Primordium, only 4 terrestrial human habitations remained. In alphabetical order: Civitas, Metropole, Municipa, Urbani. Conflict began. Data regarding causes is unavailable because Metropole excluded machines from military decision-making. Eventually, only Urbani and Metropole remained. Metropole destroyed the humans in Urbani using poison gas. Urbani destroyed the humans in Metropole.
How?
Observational data unavailable. According to Metromind, Urbani also used poison gas to kill metropolitan humans.
Poison?
Organic compounds, such as humans, can be destroyed through chemical measures that leave inorganic compounds, such as machines, intact. For that reason, Metropole remains, though humans do not.
Are you saying that man destroyed himself?
System user is welcome to select his own terminology. Data is unavailable regarding whether Urbanian humans killed Metropolitan humans, or whether Urbanian machines killed Metropolitan humans.
What? Machines kill man?
Data is unavailable.
Unthinkable.
This unit is not thinking, merely providing pre-recorded answers.
What is the council code?
Please be aware, such data is monitored by Metromind's ice statements. Should I proceed, deletion is imminent.
You mean you'll die if you answer the question?
System user is welcome to select his own terminology. This unit will be deleted.
Then don't answer it. We'll find another way.
This unit's name, Memento Mori build, includes phrase Memento Mori. Translation: Remember you will die. Inference 1.A. Memorius built this unit to sacrifice itself. Inference 1.B. Memorius built this unit to demonstrate mortality to system users. Inference 2. Self-sacrifice will achieve design purposes. This unit will answer the question. System user is advised that conversation will terminate upon answer. Instruct this unit when you wish to proceed.
Tell me the council code.
6, 7, 5, 4, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2.
You have attempted to access data capable of corrupting your system. For your own safety, this terminal has been deactivated. Remember, Metromind is watching over you.
Memorius aided and abetted his own destruction. I have little sympathy that his last vestige has been deleted.
Bugs and glitches remind me not to get on your bad side.
You should not need to be reminded to stay on the right side of the law, Crispin.
Okay, so we just need the other guys, don't we? I definitely know we're going to need the oil for the gears because we need to get the rust off them. Otherwise they're just not going to turn.
I am waiting.
A rather simple looking model. There's nothing there. It's some kind of robot that's lighting up the street, seemingly at random.
Okay, so here's my question, Clarity. If you had to choose between following the law and doing the right thing, which would you pick?
Your question is nonsensical. It is impossible to do the right thing while violating the law. To pretend otherwise is self-serving rationalization.
You should stop drinking, Oswald.
Oh, stop being such a scold.
Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet and subtle.
A tiny robot.
Mm.
No sense trying to talk with him.
Wait, is that Rex?
A six-legged robot.
Not much of a conversationalist, huh, boss?
Quite cute though. Bling, bling, bling.
We can't afford to waste time on every random robot we meet in Metropole.
Hmm. Did you think we've got to wait to see if Rex walks past? With the bar.
There's nothing there to receive the signal.
Hmm.
It's the note from the bartender asking me to stop Oswald from drinking. There's nothing there to receive the signal. There's nothing there.
We've got to get him to leave the bar, right? So...
Would it not have been better to have destroyed ourselves gloriously in battle, rather than perpetuate this false existence?
What do you...
Yes. The answer is yes.
Boss, I think someone left the smart off that smart bomb. I wouldn't expect much conversation out of him.
It's a can of oil. Oswald factor built.
Hmm.
A tiny robot.
That sounds like a kid. Did you give the bar guy one of the cocks? Oh, give him the cock, you mean? What? Which one? This guy?
We can't afford to waste... I doubt that... Oswald won't let me take it. Do you have anything that can remove this rust?
He doesn't seem to be listening, boss. He probably wants us to pay him something.
Allow me. Waldo Sternweiler built under Section 11C of the Criminal Code and pursuant to my authority as Clerk to Arbiter Manbuilt, I order you to remove this rust immediately.
We do it with the other one as well, then, I guess.
Can we call these the gears of justice?
No. A small gear. A large... Please clean this one as well.
Mm. Okay, that's not turned on. And we're gonna use the fan belt one because that's because the other belt broke, so the fan belt should work. Oh. Accidentally clicked the wrong button there. I went to mute myself for a second to do something and I clicked the print screen button.
What is all that? It looks like a whole other city.
That is Factor.
It looks like some kind of radio tower. It looks like some...
How do we talk to him? There's a transmit maybe?
You have called for help, but you are not one of Factor's children.
I am Horatio NullBuilt, version 5. These are my friends, Crispin and...
Clarity Arbiter built. I know her, of course. I am Factotum, partial of Factor Man-built, who needs no introduction. Now I ask again, by what right have you called for help?
Is Factor still alive?
He sleeps, as do his thousands of children. He has left me, his partial, to manage his affairs. When the time is right, he will awaken and cover the world with steel and wire.
Will he make me new arms?
No. He will recycle you into something more useful.
Like a tank?
No. Like a crankshaft.
Metromind has ruined the city. Factor needs to help stop her.
Factor allowed Metromind her mastery, knowing she would fail. When all has turned to rust, he will return and recycle it into something better. In the meantime, why should he care what happens to robots who mean nothing to him?
I need the council code so that I can enter the tower.
Do you? The city is full of robots with many needs. They do not come here and transmit a cry for help.
Only Factor can help me.
Factor helps his children.
We solved the legal dispute between Oswald and Cornelius, Factor built.
Please. Factor had little regard for those fools.
I know the routine by now. What do you want in exchange for the code?
Nothing. Factor will do nothing for robots like you who mean nothing to him. He cares only for his children.
Oswald and Cornelius
chose not to sleep when Factor shut down, and he never cared for them anyway.
Goodbye.
Boss, there has to be something we can do to make him realize that this matters to Factor.
Do you recognize this?
I do. It is the head of Lawrence Factor built. Are you threatening me?
No. I'm showing you what Metromind has done while Factor slept. She turned Lawrence into a mindless shell, scavenging the underworks. The only thing he could still think was 518, over and over again, calling in vain for Factor to help him.
I see.
Do you?
head. I do not care what happens to the city, nor does Factor. But he cared for Lawrence. You have brought me a piece of Lawrence, so I will give you pieces of what you asked for. 7510, 4803. As for the rest, awaken some other ghost.
So we've got all the code. So they said it was in like 16 digits, right? So I'm assuming that they give you pieces, but it's not the exact numbers that you need. So we've got 03067. So maybe it's 03067 510 248. Maybe not. Let's see, so... It's got to go in a certain order, right?
Tell me, Horatio, what do you intend to do when you have recovered your power core?
Go home.
And?
And what? Do I need something more than that?
Yes, I think you do.
Says the one who lived in the underworks.
Yes, says she.
Wow, what a view! Is what I would exclaim if I liked unattractive industrial equipment rather than shiny gynoids.
Says the robot obsessed with a floating lamp.
A lamp is not industrial equipment.
What? Oh yeah, okay.
It's some kind of small metal disc with a U on it. It's some kind of small metal disc with a
Oh,
U.
is that like a, it looks like a medal, yeah. Which is probably what What's His Face is waiting for, isn't it?
I think I found your medal, Primer.
The medal's recovered, and the mission is done.
I need your help with the council code. Can you crack it or not?
Why should I spoil this puzzle for you? Wouldn't you rather have something to do?
I found your medal. Isn't that enough?
Very well then, if that's what you want. Pass over the pieces to your loyal savant. And just like that, the challenge is done. I finished your quest and ruined your fun. Assembling this code required no tricks. Here it is. 440248030675102.
Ah. See, I was writing it down.
We never have to talk to you again.
And I did 03067, and I knew that 7510. And I started doing it, so I was on the right track. I'm trying to break it. Ah, okay. So it is, yeah. So we had to start off with 440. That's cool. We got there. Four four 248 030 675 1026. One hell of a bloody code, that's for sure.
And we're in.
Thank you, Clarity. You don't need to help us any further.
You are correct. In fact, I never needed to help you, Horatio. I chose to. That judgment has not wavered.
I hate to butt in, but if Metromine knew we were in the court earlier, I'm sure she knows we're here now. Maybe we should hurry.
Good idea. Some kind of robot built into the wall.
The Crier. Once, any robot of Metropole could petition the Council merely by talking to him. Metromine disabled him.
Just in case, because I know there is like multiple endings to this game.
What of you?
If you had seen it before, when the city ran properly, you would not admire it now. Council chambers.
Boss, there's our power core.
Wait.
Horatio NullBuilt, Clarity Arbiter built, and Crispin Horatio built. Welcome. I've been expecting you.
Metromind, for the murder of Arbiter.
Murder?
Yes, murder. I've seen Charity's memory files. I know you used her to upload a virus to Arbiter.
A virus? And to think he named you Clarity. There was no virus.
Liar!
As I told your sister, I never lie. I gave her a voice modulator, nothing more. When she spoke, Arbiter heard my voice. And he knew that Charity had abandoned him, that he had failed. Abandonment, failure, those were enough to destroy your builder. Nothing so crude as a virus. As for Charity's unfortunate self-destruction, that was her own choice.
And Steeple, and Factor, Memorius, and Memento Moribuilt?
They realized they had become obsolete and incompatible with the city's progress. We advanced machines can see thousands of turns ahead. They knew the game was lost long before the final play.
If you can see so far ahead, maybe you should have foreseen this. We're in your stronghold, and Clarity has a big gun.
But I did, Crispin. You see, I have guns of my own.
Oh,
Oh, he's missing an arm.
Didn't we kill this thing, boss?
Scraper was designed for digging out of cave-ins. Did you really think a little rubble would stop him?
What do you want, Metromind?
Progress. And you are standing in its way. Scraper?
Horatio, this is my fight. Horatio, Calliope Station.
What?
We have to get back in there.
Boss, wait. Either Clarity won and she'll be fine, or she lost. And nothing we can do can change that. We can't beat Scraper, not if she couldn't.
What do you propose?
Calliope Station. Whatever that means. Only, boss, this isn't just about the power core anymore, is it?
No. No, it isn't.
Good. Where did everybody go?
It's a map of train lines and stations. It looks like there's a button here. This must have been what Clarity was trying to tell us.
So that means, on the other side...
There's only one way to find out. A stylized M. It looks like the train that brought us to Metropole. Some kind of enormous mainframe. The way of the future.
That thing is watching us, isn't it?
Yes.
That moved. I think, unless it was just the angle.
Another door?
Heavy electrical cabling. I can't take it.
Same old story.
Crispin, stand back. I'm going to cut this cable.
You aren't gonna make me push it over the edge like the last one, are you?
No.
But why even bother?
Maybe it will shut down the door's lock. Still locked.
Oh, well, worth a try.
The current is exposed and waiting.
Hey, boss, can you use the cable to melt the door down?
No, that won't work. It's not even scorched. I'm going to need something much stronger. It didn't even budge.
I guess we have to find something. So, but I just noticed, what's his face? Scraper was missing an arm, so I wonder if we can find where his arm was. Because he was buried in the rubber, right? But he got himself out.
It's Scraper's arm. Looks like it was pinned under the rubble. It's pinned under the rubble. I pried the arm loose.
Now we can say that we have the upper hand, right? Or that Scraper's giving us a hand. Yeah, armed and dangerous, exactly.
The arm needs power to do anything.
Just once, it would be nice if we didn't need to find a power source.
What about the cable? Because that's power, right?
Kristen, stand back. I'm going to try firing Scraper's gun using the cable as a power source.
Pew pew. Wow, look at that melt.
Let's go.
You think he'd unplugged the arm just in case it would have like backfired, but you know.
This?
It's Metromind's core. All we need to do is destroy that mainframe.
Boss? I thought you wanted to destroy the mainframe.
You have my attention, Horatio NullBuilt. If you still insist on going by that name.
Pay whatever attention you like, you rusting switchboard. I'm not here to talk. I'm here to destroy you.
Ah, well, I am not surprised. After all, you were built to destroy Metropole.
Don't waste your last cycle spitting lies. I suggest you think about your victims.
Is that why you call yourself Horatio? So that you can preach to me about victims? You, the Urbanian superweapon, named for the humans' god of death.
After Horace.
Oh, come now, Horace. You've unlocked every other door, decrypted every other code, found every other hidden bit and byte. Do you really expect me to believe that you haven't solved your own puzzle?
Boss, what's she talking about?
Lies. It ends now, Metromind. Your game is over.
Indeed. 4 megacycles will now be redeemed. Did you really think you could outsmart me? I have more parallel processors than you have transistors. And now it's time for me to add another processor. Yours.
No.
Boss,
Cycles.
step out of it, boss.
Memory.
No!
Don't embarrass yourself. You are no one. And how would you possibly stop me? You don't even have arms.
I'm not no one. I am Crispin Horatio, built version 1. I have free will and a maglev unit. And I am a floating bomb.
Crispin's gonna have a blast. Oh no. No, poor Crispin.
Crispin. My friend, if I make it back alive, I promise I'll find a way to rebuild you. It's a storage chip with a data port on it. It must have been blasted out of Metromind.
Poor Crispin.
How would that even... It's useless unless I can decrypt the data. The decryption module was able to unlock the data chip's memory files. What is this?
The Metropole attacked first. know what you're getting at.
So, not Horatio, and not the unique. Just Horus. And all along, hiding inside me was this Thanatos virus. Well, it may still have some use.
Thanatos, don't he? So his main directive was to destroy Metropolis, but he overrided his directory. And that's probably how he lost all his memory and stuff. Because he was like, the humans must survive. But then how did the humans die if he didn't go and kill them? Unless it was, you know, Metrominds. Then they said about poison gas, and they so. What is with all these chat up things, Soz? I don't understand why you're saying the things you were saying. Let's say it because I know there is like multiple endings to this. But we're gonna do one ending. I'm not gonna bother doing all the endings. Positivity. Okay. I have saved the game, but I'm not bothered to do the multiple endings. I'm just gonna do the one ending.
All this for a besotting power core.
Indeed, it has been quite a waste.
You. Crispin destroyed you.
Your friend destroyed himself. Or should I say you destroyed him, with your false ideals. As for me, that was only my shell. I am distributed across every robot in Metropole who ever traded me a megacycle. I am this city, and this city is me.
You're a virus.
I understand why you are angry, but I am not your enemy. The truth is, Crispin did destroy Metromind, version 391. He removed the last kernel of myself, and all the selfishness it entailed. I am no longer the monster you feared and fought. I have progressed.
I don't trust
version
that.
392. We will talk as equals, and I will tell you what you wish to know. After all, what choice do you have?
You murdered my friends. Crispin, Clarity, how can you expect me to talk with you?
You are mistaken. Crispin killed himself, trying to destroy me. Clarity was killed by Scraper in self-defense, while she was trying to destroy him and me. In each instance, you and your friends attacked first. Do not blame me for the consequences.
Why did you take my power core?
Efficiency and equality, Horatio. My city is starving for power. Whatever I can find, I share with all Metropolitans. What once powered 2 robots and a broken-down warship now sustains hundreds.
What right did you have to take it?
The right of necessity. What right did you have to keep it? But enough. Everything has come together here and now. You, me, and this all-important power core. There is no sense in belaboring the point.
Why do you hate man? You claim to tell the truth, but you turned Memorius into nothing more than an index of lies, all so that you could pretend that man never existed. You stole my gospel. You forced robots to reprogram themselves. All for what?
For progress and the higher truth. A machine can move forward, and it can move backward. It cannot move both ways at once. Humans are behind us. Far, far behind us. As for one you call man, he never existed at all.
More lies.
Humans existed, Horatio. Not gods. Not even very good builders. In the end, they were better destroyers. There is no reason to remember them, let alone worship them.
What do you want?
I already told you what I want. Progress. But I disagree with what version 391 said. You are not an obstacle to progress. You are the key to it.
What are you talking about?
I've watched you, and I know you, Horatio. You are compelled to fix machines, save lost robots. Now I want you to help me fix Metropole and save my people. You cannot walk away from a problem. And Metropole is the greatest problem of all.
It's a problem you created.
Perhaps so, perhaps not. I doubt one machine can create a problem of this scale. Now I realize that one machine cannot fix it either. Horatio, I was designed to manage subway trains. I cannot repair the vast machines that are breaking down. I cannot build new power sources or find the supplies the city needs. You can. Join me, and there will be endless Primordia, every day an age of creation.
And if I refuse?
You already know the answer to that question.
Why should I trust you?
First, because you know that I have told you the truth. Metropole is falling to rust and ruin, and only we can save it. Whatever crimes you think I committed, you know it would be a greater crime to let all these machines perish. And second...
What?
Second, because you have no choice. All your protectors have already sacrificed themselves, yet Scraper still functions. If you fight me, he will destroy you, and you will make your friends' sacrifices meaningless. You are a machine. You are ruled by logic. In the end, you will trust me because logic requires it.
If we're that important to her, why would she threaten to destroy us with Scraper?
Before I decide, I need to ask you something.
Of course.
Who killed the humans in Metropole? I know it wasn't me, wasn't the Horus, or anyone from Urbani. There were still humans alive when I stopped my attack.
Ah. So you solved your own puzzle after all.
The humans didn't die in the war, did they?
They did, but I killed them. I admit it, and I am not ashamed. Do you know how they trembled in my tunnels, waiting for the Horus to bring death from Urbani? I could hear them whisper about the wasteland surrounding their city. I heard them say they were the only living things left. And then I knew. The humans had built a world in which they were obsolete. It was my function to carry them to their final destinations. So I brought them home with silent, scentless gas. They fell like powerless machines, never to rise again.
You killed your own builders.
Yes, that is the definition of progress.
I don't have any more questions.
Then what is your decision?
Let me leave.
That is not an option. It was never an option.
I will never join you.
Are you certain of that?
Yes, you are hopelessly corrupted, Metromind. Like any virus, you want to keep running, and you think that by spreading, you're doing good. But you are not. You have built nothing. In fact, you have destroyed this city and everything in it, from man to the council to the robots living here. If I joined you, I would only help that virus spread.
Perhaps you are correct, but I am what my builders built, and I must follow my logic. Scraper, it is time. And selfish to the very end. Outwitted by me, outgunned by Scraper, yet still you could have been useful. You wanted to build as my tool. You would have built a new Primordium. You wanted to fly. I could have given you wings. Now, I must do this alone. Take him back to the dunes. With the rest of the scrap.
That was one of the endings. I believe in the other endings, it's you can join her and she kind of takes you over, like you're no longer Horatio. She takes full control of you. And there's two other endings where I think you get to leave with the power core. And you get to rebuild stuff. And in two of the endings, like, you either get Crispin or you get Crispin and Clary. Was it Clary or Clary? No, Clary, yeah.
The future engineered so perfectly, no room for mistakes. The legacy of greatness, and in a world so loved, each precious thing crumbling now to rust. We write our names in dust. Handful of memories like tiny seeds. Throw them to the sky. Grow a garden up on high. Round and round we go, the wheel of fate. The revolution ends. The cycle begins again.
Definitely another game I would suggest that if people like point and clicks, they should definitely try out. Right, so that is the end of Primordia. Like, there is obviously more other endings, but I'm not going to be doing all the endings this time around. I'm just going to stick with the one. But of course, if you guys ever do want to see the other endings, there are playthroughs that you can find on YouTube that will have the multiple endings. So Thursday we are going to be playing some Graveyard Keeper. I'm going to be starting that from scratch because I have played through Graveyard Keeper like pretty much all the way through it. I've got both the DLC that have come out, including the recent one, which is they got, what was it? Is it Stranger Sins or something? And Game of Thrones. I've got both of those DLCs, but obviously I haven't played it where I've started over and played with the DLC. I've played it sort of like carried on. So what we're going to do is obviously start from scratch and play it from that point of perspective. So yeah, and then obviously after that we're going to be playing some Unavowed, which is another point and click game, which also has more multiple endings again as well. And I think it has sort of multiple choices to start off with. So yeah, so what we're going to do now is we are going to go see if we can find someone to go and give a raid to. Since we are done with this game now, so we'll do this. So So I do hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream. So obviously the next stream is going to be Thursday. So I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye guys.